students, good morning. So today we are going to study about our lesson 5, directions and time. Directions and time. Okay. So in last class we discussed about our lesson 4, transport and communication, and in that chapter we discussed about different means of transport and means of communication, and also about mass communication. Then it's our lesson 5, directions and time. In this chapter we are going to study about directions and time. Then before starting our lesson, there is a startup section given in your textbook page number 159. And here, look at the picture and answer these questions. Here some pictures are given. So look at the picture and answer the given questions. And the first question, what lies in front of the boy? And there is a boy stand there. And in front of the boy, say house. So you write house. What lies at the back of the boy? Back of the boy is a pond. Then what is there to the left of the boy? Then left of the boy there is a car. And what is there to his right? To his right there is a tree. Okay. And here the words front, back, left and right display position of things around us. And these are relative directions. So front, back, left, right. These are relative directions. And keep on changing with the change in our position. So the relative directions keep changing with a change in our position. Then absolute directions. So there are 4 main directions: east, west, north and south. These are called absolute directions. They never change no matter when we stand. And the relative directions keep on changing, but the absolute directions never change. So the relative directions are front, back, left and right. And absolute directions are east, west, south and north. So directions B, I, R, E, C, T, I, O, N. Directions. And the relative directions are front, back, left and right. And it displays the position of things around us. They are called relative directions. Then there are 4 main directions. There are 4 main directions and they are east, west, north and south. So which are the 4 main directions? East, E-A-S-T, east. West, W-E-S-T, west. N-O-R-T-S, north. S-O-U-T-H, south. So these are the 4 main directions: east, west, north, south. And these are called absolute directions. So these directions are called absolute directions. Absolute. A-B-S-O-L-U-T-E. Absolute directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Absolute directions. So which are the absolute directions? East, west, north and south. There are 4 main directions: east, west, north, south. E-A-S-T, east. W-E-S-T, west. N-O-R-T-S, north. S-O these are absolute directions. And how will you recognize the directions? In the morning, stand facing the sun in the morning. Then to your friend, it's east, and to the back, it's west. And stretch your hands, and the left hand shows north direction, and the right it's south direction. So in that way, we can recognize the direction. So stand facing the sun in the morning. Then to your friend is east, and to your back is west, and to your left is north, and to your right is south. Okay, left is north, right is south. And the directions also help to understand a map. And here, in every map, this is a map India, and in every map, the top side is north, and the bottom it represents south, and south is at bottom, and west on the left, and east on the right. And here, fill in the missing directions. So there are 4 main directions: east, west, north, and south. Then they are called absolute directions. Fill in the missing directions, and top of a map shows north direction, and in the bottom it's south. S-O-U-T-S, south. And in left of map it's west. So left right direction shows west, and the right is east. So it is the missing directions. So you write the missing directions in your textbook by using your pencil. Okay. So the 4 main directions are east, west, south, and north, and they are called absolute directions. And the directions help us to understand a map. And to the top of the map, it's north direction, and the south is at the bottom, and west is on the left, and east is on the right. Okay. So here north is at the top, south is on the bottom, west is at the left, and east is at the right. Then the direction also help us to find place, and the direction help us to find a place. And if we go to a place, then we take directions to reach the place. So the direction help us to find a place. Okay. So which are the absolute directions? East, west, south, and north are the absolute directions. So take the textbook. Take the page number 159, directions and time. I will read the text. Look at your textbook and listen carefully. The words front, back, left and right describe position of the things around us. These are relative directions and keep on changing with change in our position. Then directions. There are four main directions: east, west, north and south. These are absolute directions. They never change no matter where we stand. Then take the next page. How will you recognize the directions? Stand facing the sun in the morning. To your front is east, to your back is west. And now stretch your hands outside. Then to your left is north and to your right is south. And directions help us to understand a map. In every map, the top side is in the north direction. This is also indicated with the sign at the top. The south is at the bottom, west is on the left, east is on the right. And here fill in the missing directions. North, south is at the bottom, west on the left, east on the right. So you fill in the blanks. Then the next page. Directions help us to find a place. We do not get lost on roads if we know the direction of our house and places around us. And here say, count. Rosie and Arjun are coming out of the school. They are facing south. They are facing south direction. And to go the zoo, Arjun will turn right towards the west. And here is the zoo. To go the shop, Rosie first to go west and then to south. To go to the shop, first Rosie turns to west, then to south. Then she reaches the shop. Then time. And we do different jobs at different times of the day and think of all the jobs. And we understand intervals of time with the help of the position of the sun in the sky. And we all do our day-to-day work according to the time. Wake up in the morning, then eat our breakfast, then take our lunch and also take our dinner. And if we are going to school, like that, all the activities that we do according to our time, according to the time. Okay. And if we understand the intervals of time, like is morning or noon, afternoon, evening or night, and we identify the intervals of time with the help of the position of the sun in the sky. And when the sun is rising, it is morning. When the sun is rising, it is morning. And slowly the sun moves and it comes to the top of our head. And this time of the day is called noon. When the sun is top of our head and it is noon. Then, is it afternoon? Which the sun is now moving towards west. Then it's afternoon. The sun moves towards the west. It's afternoon. And the sun has set in the west. It's evening. And then the time is night. When after sunset, it's night. Okay. So these are the intervals of time. When the sun rises, it's morning. So when the sun moves and comes to the top of our head, it's time for it's noon. And when the sun slowly moves towards the west, it's afternoon. Then the sun has set in the west, it's evening. And after sunset, it's night. Then we use a clock or watch to know time. And the whole day is divided into 24 hours. There's 24 hours in a day. And we measure 24 hours with the help of a clock. And there is 3 hands in a clock. And take the page number 162 here. Time in the clock. The whole day is divided into 24 hours. We measure these 24 hours with the help of a clock. The face of the clock has numbers 1 to 12. It has a long hand and a short hand. So, if you want to draw a clock, and the clock has numbers 1 to 12. So a clock has numbers 1 to 12. Then the short, there is 2 hands, main hand, short hand and a long hand. And the short hand is called hour hand. That's a short hand and it is called hour hand. Okay. The short hand of the clock is called an hour hand and the long hand is called a minute hand. The long hand is called minute hand. Okay. And this is time 2:30. 2 hours 30 minutes. 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay. And the short hand shows an hour and the long hand shows a minute. So 2:30. In this way we can identify time, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And the 1 day is divided into seconds, minutes and hours. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay. And here is some questions. Before 12 o'clock we write time as AM. So here before 12 o'clock we write the time as AM, like 9 AM, morning. It shows morning. Okay, 9 AM. Morning 9 o'clock. And after 12 o'clock, afternoon, we write as PM. At night 9 PM evening. Okay. So like this you can write the time. So look at the pictures to identify AM or PM. And here a girl is ready to school, going school, and it's time 9 and it's before noon, so it's morning, so 9 AM. So you write AM. And here it's 12 noon. And here it's the sunset and it's 5, so 5 PM and here 9 PM. So then the next question, we take different minutes at different times of a day. Look at the time given in the following clocks and answer the following questions. And here clocks and the times are given, and according to that we want to write the questions according to the meals that you take different times. And the questions are, at what time do you have a lunch break in school? So write the lunch break time in your school here. And at what time do you have your milk in the evening? In what time do you drink milk in the evening? So write the time here. Then at what time do you take dinner before going to school? So in what time do you take your dinner? So write the time. And at what time do you take breakfast before going to school? Then at what time do you have lunch? So write the time of different meals in your daily life. Okay. Then the next one is months of the year. Months of the year, and there are 12 months in a year, and the months are, and here unscramble the letters and write the names of the 12 months of the year. And here the unscrambled letters are given. You want to write the correct name of the months. Okay, and the first one is January. First one January. J A N U A R Y. January. Then second one February. F E B R U A R Y. February. Then March. M A R C H. March. Then fourth one April. A P R I L. April. January, February, March, April. J A N U A R Y. January. February. F E B R U A R Y. February. M A R C H. March. A P R I L. April. Then May. M A Y. May. June. J U N E. June. J U L Y. July. Then August. A U G U S T. August. September. S E P T E M B E R. September. Then October. O C T O B E R. October. November. N O B E M B E R. November. Then December. D E C E M B E R. December. So these are the 12 months in a year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So look at the spelling. J A N U A R Y. January. F E B R U A R Y. February. M A R C H. March. A P R I L. April. M A Y. May. J U N E. June. J U L Y. July. A U G U S T. August. S E July, August, September, October, November, December. So these are the 12 months in a year. And here you write the correct name of the months in the providing space again. Send to my WhatsApp. And also study the spelling of 12 months in a year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, and every month is divided into weeks and 7 days is equal to 1 week. So 1 week is equal to 7 days. Let's see which are the days in a week. And the days in a week. 1 week is equal to 7 days. And the first day in the week, that is Sunday. S-U-N-D-A-Y. Sunday. Monday. M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. Tuesday. T-U-E-S-D-A-Y. Tuesday. Wednesday. W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Wednesday. Thursday. T-H-U-R-S-D-A-Y. Thursday. Friday. F-R-I-D-A-Y. Friday. And Saturday. S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Saturday. So these are the 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. S-U-N-D-A-Y. Sunday. M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. T-U-E-S-D-A-Y. Tuesday. And W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Wednesday. And Thursday. T-H-U-R-S-D-A-Y. Thursday. Friday. F-R-I-D-A-Y. Friday. And Saturday. S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Saturday. So write the spelling of these words and study the spelling very well. Okay. And here is an activity. Match the order of the days of the week with their names. And the first day is Sunday. So match with Sunday. Second day Monday. Third day Tuesday. Fourth day Wednesday. Fifth day Thursday. Sixth day Friday. And the seventh day Saturday. So draw the lines to match the days with their names with your pencil. Okay. And do you know how to write the date? Write a date. How to write the date of birth. And while writing a date, we write the day of the month, then in the order of month and order of year, like this. If you want to write today's date, first we write the day of the month. First we write the day of the month. It's 19 and write the month, and it's February, so second month. Then year 2020. Okay, so 19 February 2020. In this order, we can write the date. So the 1 week is equal to 7 days, and the 7 days are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And there are 12 months in a year, and the 12 months are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. And in this chapter, we discussed about directions and time. There are 4 main directions, and the 4 main directions are east, west, north and south. And directions help us to find places. And knowing directions also help us to find places on a map. And we use a compass to identify the directions. And a day is divided into 24 hours. And morning, noon, evening and night are the different times of a day. Morning, noon, evening and night are the different times of a day, and the clock help us to tell the time in hours and minute. And it's time to answer. So we are going to our exercise portion. And it's first write true or false. And the first question, there are 4 directions. Is it true or false? It's true. So write true. The sun sets in the east. The sun sets in the west. Sun rises in the east and sun sets in the west. So your statement is false. So you write false. A compass helps us to know time. It's false. A clock helps us to time. The day is divided into 4 intervals according to the position of the sun. It's false. The main intervals of time are morning, noon, evening and night. Then fifth one, a week has 6 days. It's false. A week has 7 days. Sixth one, a clock moves only twice a day. It's false. Then the 7th question, the time before 12 o'clock is PM. The time before 12 o'clock is AM and after it is PM. So the statement is false. So you write false. Then take the next page. Page number 166. Here is match the following questions. A clock has 3 hands. The sun sets in the west. The top of the map, north direction. In August, 8th month of the year. A compass always points the north direction. There are 3 main meals in a day. So you match the following with your pencil in your textbook. Okay. And here our lesson 5 is over, and the lesson 5 discussed about directions and time. There are 4 main directions: east, west, north and south, and they are called absolute directions. And the direction helps to find a place and also help to understand a map. Then we discussed about time and days in a week and months in a year. There are 12 months in a year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And there are 7 days in a week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Then 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So these are all about our lesson 5. So chapter is over, and you read the textbook more and more times and also do the homeworks properly in your textbook and send to my WhatsApp. And if you have any doubts, ask me. Once again, you will read your text more and more times. And if you have any doubts, ask me, okay? And now, let's wind up our class. And we will meet with another class on next day. Okay, students? Study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.